Now's your opportunity to explore, coach, and compete in one of the most unique leagues that the sport has ever seen. Contact Seth at lacrosse.co.il.
Hello lacrosse friends, welcome back to the 2019 Alice Hrebesky Memorial. I am Steven Stamp, joined by Connor Wilson, and this should be a great game. To the left, in the blue, going to the right, we have the Dublin Riggers, and they're facing in the purple, going right to left, the Glasgow Clydesiders, and immediately we have a Dublin ball.
Both of these teams had some really intense, tight games. This one should be great.
Yeah, the Riggers lost 4-3 to Gold Star Tel Aviv in a shootout, and the Clydesiders lost 5-4 to Tel Aviv. So this is another, we've been talking, Connor, about how there are some very good teams are not going to be in the top 8 in this tournament, and that's going to include one of these. Yeah,
they still have a chance to get back into a gold group next year by getting in 9-12. Nice little try there. Krieg can come up with a big save, can go back to Dublin. But that is the great thing about the kind of genesis and improvement in this tournament. There are so many good teams. I mean, the top 16 are really
chance at the other end for Dublin, as that was Luke Coppinger going to the net, and a save there by Pat Mallow for the Clydesiders. And Cregan was outstanding yesterday. Mallow had a very good game yesterday. We've seen some great goaltending.
Absolutely.
And the first offensive set of the day, we'll see Destin Seguin starting things out. Passes across to the near side. Petr George setting some picks. Gets the pass. Shoots far side, scores! Petr George starts it out with a beautiful little bouncer to the far corner.
Great two-man game there. He stayed engaged. Got both of the Dublin guys to get a little high and just slip down below him. Great finish, too, on the far side.
Lovely touch. And just, like you said, working the two-man game, slipping off the pick, just grabbing that ball and banging it home. And Brian Whitmer with the, that's a big hit. Whitmer's run over by Adam McGordy. Checks around and right back into the play, but he has that unusual face-off style where he just swipes as the other guy picks up the ball.
Yeah, Whitmer's not necessarily a draw guy, but with the spread face-offs, I think he's a great loose ball guy.
Yes,
and that really will open up some opportunities for him, especially if he can push it forward like he did there.
Gibson's pass turned into a shot as it drifted by. Here's a chance, a long pass, doesn't quite connect with Thomas Moffat. Not sure that had a whole lot of hope, honestly. Here comes David Hammond. He's stripped by the double team. Glasgow eventually comes up with the ball. Will Mahan.
Great job there by Robert York, who got beat a little bit high and then stayed engaged, got back in, and created a turnover.
Yeah, it was Drew Zadek, number 22, right there checking, that came up with the ball. He actually ran past his check in that case. And they're going to get over to Andrew Polkinghorn and set up in the offense. They have 18 left on the shot clock. Rip from outside. That one's a little bit wide. That was Reese Robinson, who scored a huge goal in the shootout, did he not?
Absolutely. That was a big one.
There were a lot of games. I called 8 games yesterday. We had 4 shootouts overall. What a thriller of a day.
Was it 4 or was it 5 shootouts?
I think it was 5,
actually.
Shootouts,
yeah.
I think it might have been 5.
And when you talk about competitiveness in a tournament, I think 5 out of 16 games being shootouts says something.
Yeah. And obviously, a shootout, not always the ideal way to solve a game, but you have to have winners, and it has to happen quickly because of the nature of a tournament that has a lot of turnover in games. Jordan Catton trying to get that ball, pops away, and Toporowski all alone on top of the crease, but Cregan just shrugs that ball away. Hammond will just fling it over his head, and it's going to go up and out of play into the mesh. It'll be Clydesiders' ball, and Ryan Dewar will take control.
Good forecheck there from Topper. I'm sure his mother is proud. She's here in Prague this year watching him play.
She's here. She came from Saskatchewan.
She did.
Nice. Rip from outside, doesn't get through as Seguin tried to get it. There's a broken stick over along the boards. Penalty coming. So Malo is racing to the bench. Nice save by Cregan on that shot by Dewar. Oh, that's going to be a huge loose ball if Glasgow can get it. They can't. Play is blown down. And we'll have the game's first power play.
Well, the Dublin players took that shot off the helmet and ran right off the field immediately, but it looks like he's up and surviving. It's the name of the game.
Survival?
Survival.
In a 4-day tournament with a lot of games.
Survive and thrive.
Ben Snyder. Oh, a couple of riggers heading to the box. It's going to be Christopher Case as well, so. Yeah, is it going to be a 5-on-3 or is it? Okay. So holding. And a slash. Yeah, so they are. So I think it's Snyder with the hold and Case with the slash or vice versa. Either way, 5-on-3 for Glasgow. What a great opportunity for them to extend this lead. In what we're figuring to be a tight game, given how close both teams were with Gold Star Tel Aviv. Backdoor attempt, and that is a quick way to take advantage of that power play. Destin Seguin with the goal, and I would actually be kind of tempted to take a timeout right here.
Perhaps. Yeah, I mean, it seems a little early in the game, but at the same time, you know, we are talking about very short games, so having your guys organized. Looking back last night, we probably should have taken a timeout in the first half.
Well, I'm just saying, I know you only get one timeout per game, but you've got the 5-on-3 power play. You score 8-10 seconds into it.
The clock
you
does
can have
keep
a full
running.
50 seconds. Instead, with the running time, they're going to have 22 seconds. If Dublin gets this ball, which they're going to, they can now kill the rest of the. Oh, actually hit the official. Bounces it. They will still get it, or will they? Goglia couldn't get to it, and Brian Whitmer chases it down. It is eventually picked up. Stefan Koch has the ball, and he's going to peel out. But there goes the power play, and you know, if you can get up 3-0, that's a huge lead.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's not insurmountable to come back from that, but in a tight game like this, where both of these teams are pretty dialed in.
Glasgow taking their time. Toporowski takes the pass at the top. Seguin tries to duck underneath, or sorry, Ryan Dewar ducking under Case. The 30 will expire. Dewar puts it down and will immediately be there to check Adam McGordy with a bit of forecheck pressure. Well, McGordy's pass goes awry. Snag there. I don't think there's possession snow from back, but it does go to a Dublin player anyway. Here's Polkinghorn. He has just stood up. But Agius. Sorry, Chris Ferran actually making that hit. There's Polkinghorn again. He's going to the turf. Caleb McKay knocking him down. There's a save by Pat Malo on the low shot. McKay lobs one ahead. Glasgow into the offensive zone. They lead by 2. We're nearing the midway point of the first half. Again, 2 15-minute running time halves. Stop time for the last 2 minutes of the second half. There's a shot. You could see that was labeled near top corner.
Well read by Cregan.
He went off Cregan's shoulder and then off the crossbar, the very, very corner where the crossbar and post meet. You can see how high it took off.
Yeah, it's often a construction site.
Yeah.
100 yards down the road.
There's a penalty coming. Ryan Wallace with his hand up. There was one that Luke Wiles shot yesterday to our right off the crossbar that went up and into somebody's backyard.
That does happen. There was a guy who used to watch games from one of these windows, and I believe a ball just happened to go in this like 2 foot by 2 foot window once.
While he was sitting there?
Yeah.
Perfect.
But I think he felt very engaged.
Did he catch it?
I'm not sure. I don't have those details.
That seems
it's all
like the
hearsay.
most important part of the whole story to me.
It's a lot of hearsay.
Looks like it's Toporowski going to the wrong box now. He's adjusted. Last game, Bob Hollingsworth had a player from each interference call. Toporowski, I think, got into the crease when the goalie had possession.
Yeah.
But Bob Hollingsworth had a penalty on each player, and they were going to the wrong boxes. He said, "Do you guys get traded?" Go to the other box then. Reese Robinson up top gets the pass back. Hammond just lets it rip. Pokinghorn's going to track down the loose ball. He'll fling it back up. Robinson takes a look at the righties. That's knocked down. Robinson gets there first. They've got 18, plenty of time on the shot clock. High shot, that goes off the dasher, way up in the air. And Hammond and Robinson run an interesting little hidden ball trick because they were both just trying to catch the ball. Gibson's shot goes wide. That's going to be an over and back, didn't touch anybody, so Glasgow will get possession. They're going to be able to kill the final 20 seconds here. Glasgow setting up. They're just going to wait till this one's over. There's about 14 seconds difference, so they're going to have plenty of time on the possession when Toporowski comes out and joins them on the offense after his penalty expires. The pass to him doesn't connect. Ben Snyder taking off, but Dewar just lopes back to get in the way. Snyder tries to split the D. He's knocked down, and the loose ball scooped up there by who is that picking that up? Okay, that's John Swam. Sprinted over center and then stopped. I would generally advise you kids, if you're going to run left like that, take a couple more steps so you're not in danger of being pushed back over. The little things. Big scrum in the corner. Ball scooped up eventually there.
Good physical play there from Alberta, or sorry, from Dublin.
Yep.
The blue throws me off.
Right? It's very similar. What a drive to the net. We're going through a bunch of traffic by Ben Foster. He and his brother Zach.
Great look up.
Oh, what a finish. The pass was gorgeous, and then just ripping it home.
Great finish from Hammond, I believe.
I think that's Luke Coppinger.
That's Coppinger, yep.
Yeah. We'll see another look.
That's a big goal. You know, you definitely want to get one before the half, and they've still got about 4.5 minutes to get another one. No guarantee, obviously, that they're going to score the goal, but pulling that 2-1 difference, especially before the half.
Well, especially when you were shut out in the first half last night, down 1-0 to Tel Aviv after 15 minutes, right?
Absolutely. Getting that first goal sometimes, you know, it just feels good. It kind of settles everybody in, and then more goals start to come.
Jared Wood for Ireland going after the ball. Mikey Shea looking for it. It was in the bench. He will get it and start with possession. Brian Whitmer checking on him. Shea runs through that. You can see a bit of breeze picking up out there, which is kind of nice. Penalty coming.
It's a warm day today, so a little breeze was much appreciated.
Yeah, and Dublin playing with 6 runners on the floor. That's one where the referee can tell he had to do the double check. You just can't believe they're just playing with 6 guys. You can see he kind of did a double count. Yeah, they've got 6 runners. Take a peek. Yeah, Cregan's still in net. That is an illegal substitution. And there is David Hammond going to serve that one. So Glasgow with a 1-goal lead. See if they can get back the goal that Coppinger got on them recently. Toporowski, shooter spot. Skip pass. 5-hole shot, but Cregan swallows it up. Just protects it as Zach Foster was there trying to get on it. Oh, what a great outlet pass. And Coppinger, that could have been a carbon copy of the last one, but he dropped the pass.
Another good look, though.
Yeah.
Dublin not afraid to push transition, getting those D guys off quick, and Coppicher's really hitting it hard as a righty coming out of the door.
Ben Foster takes the pass down to Dewar. Glasgow's got 20 on the penalty, 12 now on the shot clock. Toporowski behind the back. Thomas Moffat looks at the stick. The classic. Ball didn't stay in there. Got to take a peek. Must have been something wrong with the head. Dewar. Shovel pass. Toporowski bangs it in off the post. That's a great pass to draw the defender and just shovel it over.
Really good look and just an excellent finish from Toporowski on that one.
He's so dangerous when he has any kind of space, Toporowski.
He's just lanky. He gets his arms out. He can extend to shoot around the goalie. He's just inside. He's creative.
And these guys,
shots you'd never see coming.
Yeah, Cregan and other goalies here, they've seen him play. They know that there's a lot of things he can do. He's got that reach that he can change things up. He's also got great stick skills.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of things he can do. So when he just basically looks, sees a spot and rips it like that, you're almost not prepared for it. Whitmer going after this ball. You say a loose ball push as he was.
It was a good job. Won his team possession, got that sweep out to the wing, and picked up the Lucy.
Ben Snyder on him, ready to step in. Gives him a rough ride into the boards. Whitmer, a little cross check back there, engaging.
Sure, the Jordan Cornfield and all the St. Albert's Miners guys are enjoying. I believe they were watching the game last night.
There you go, Graydon Cornfield. Ryan Dilks might be on board.
I'm thinking they would be watching this.
Yeah,
love
to everyone.
Love to see that group come over. One of these years, that would be really fun.
It's about 6:15 here. It's about in the east, so it's about 4:15 a.m. in Alberta, 3:15 in British Columbia. So I'm not sure how many live viewers we have out there.
Yeah. Maybe they'll be watching the
Maybe they were
replay.
staying up,
Maybe they got up early, watch their boy.
Or stayed up late.
Or late.
It's 50-50 proposition.
You can see how my mind works, so I'm saying get up early.
Yeah. You can see how my mind works, because I've been hanging out with a lot of guys here at the Hrebesky.
A lot of the Glasgow guys, probably.
Right? Ben Foster going to the net. That's a great check by Adam McGordy. Just go over the top, strip that ball, but Glasgow gets it back. Ben Foster working hard. Mikey Shea on him. That's an interesting one, because Ben Foster is a U20 player with the Canadian team that was at the E-Box last week. Peter Georgi looking for a second. Can't quite get it by Cregan, but, Foster, a U20 player, very good one, but a young guy, and Mikey Shea is a man, and he checks you like a man. You got to be ready to take it.
That's a great thing for a lot of the junior kind of age players to get to come in this tournament and play. I mean, you are generally playing against older, more experienced.
Yeah. Gives you such a good idea of what you're going to be facing as you go up the chain.
Absolutely.
Hammond's stick just shatters in half. Oh, and he picks it up. You aren't really supposed to do that. He was in the change box, so maybe they're going to let him get away.
I've seen guys walk off, actually, with broken sticks a number of times in this tournament.
Really?
Just pick them up and run right off the floor with them, but I've not seen it called.
Yeah, it is an illegal equipment call. Obviously, the reason you're not supposed to have it is it's very dangerous to have those broken shafts. Obviously, you're just going to the bench. You don't mean it, but natural
certain part of me
instinct,
actually thinks it's a good idea to pick your broken stick up, because
Yeah.
the idea of having a broken metal
on the
sharp,
floor.
Yeah, it seems like
But
there's
the refs go and get it
potential.
right away.
They do.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the refs are going to have a gathering. We will have a break 2.5 minutes from now. We'll be back. I'm Steven Stamp with Connor Wilson. It's Alice Hrebesky. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. Second half action about to get underway at the Alice Hrebesky Memorial. Jared Wood on the right now, going to the left for Ireland, for Dublin Riggers, and for the Glasgow Clydesiders, Brian Whitmer. Let's see if Whitmer goes for the clamp or just starts whacking. No, he just starts whacking.
Yeah, it's just the old sweep counter.
Yeah, and it works.
That's my move.
There you go, picked up by Stefan Koch. And here we go. It's 3-1 Clydesiders. Whitmer takes that pass and we'll get up over center. I'm Steven Stamp with Connor Wilson. Always fun getting you back in the booth, Connor.
Always a pleasure to be here.
I appreciate you coming because I know you got a game in a couple of games from now. Oh,
not
what's
after,
this
not
penalty?
after this one. After the next one, we're playing again. We get to play Hong Kong, which should be a lot
That's
of
gonna
fun.
be fun.
Really excited to
Don't
play
let
a
up
team.
if you get a lead. They will keep coming.
We learned that lesson.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to play, a relatively new startup program because I feel like, you get to go out and play a competitive game, but you're also helping them get better.
Yes.
And as I've gotten much older in this game, the continued glory of Connor Wilson does not matter. So to see these other teams coming out and improving is just, it's a real pleasure.
Reese Robinson stripped as he tried to split the defense. Ball rolls into the corner, picked up by Gibson. Hard pass across. Doesn't quite connect. Ball still loose. 12 on the shot clock as Ireland gets it back. Coppinger. I think it's cute that you said continued glory.
Yeah, as if I had any.
Potential glory.
Potential.
You still have, I think there's still a big upside for you.
Yeah. Not a lot of tread left on the tires here.
My glory days, I did do air quotes. Lacrosse are well behind me as well. Glasgow to the offense, and they have 11 seconds left to kill in the penalty. They've got about a 2-second gap, so they're basically, I think, just trying to end this one. And then get Koch out. He was over there serving the too many men call. Ben Foster tries the backhand whip, doesn't get it. Oh, and a penalty comes. Oh, no. Yeah, it is a penalty. Now, Barbara Zelenay, very good official, but did she not just put her whistle hand up in the air to call it for the delayed penalty? You're not supposed to do that.
She may have. I didn't catch that one.
I'm actually quite sure she did. I watched her. She's a great official and great, she was up doing some color with me, just a wonderful ambassador for this sport. But I am going to have to give her a hard time about putting up the whistle hand. You put up the non-whistle hand so when it happens, you can blow the whistle without having to take your hand down to do it.
I think you're got to bring this up with referee in charge, RIC Keith Gagne, and maybe get Babs suspended for a game. I don't know.
Maybe.
Bad form.
I think she might like that, get to hang it with Arya.
Yeah.
Clydesiders to the power play. Foster up top, distributing.
1 minute for cross check.
Down low, quick stick, beautiful pass, beautiful finish, Destin Seguin.
Glasgow's ball movement on the power play is simple, right? But it's all up right by the ear. All very catchable, very shootable passes.
Ben Foster, who played for the Canada U20 team last week, as I mentioned, I was chatting with his dad, Tim, who's here. Very excited to see his two sons play, Ben and Zach, number 38. And he was talking about what a feeder Ben is. He said, because I said, hey, Ben has a nice shot. He had a couple of good rips. He's like, yeah, he's a feeder. He can shoot now and then, but he's a passer. He loves to set guys up. And you saw it right there. Like you said, right by the ear. That's a perfect spot. Oh, the ball pops out, and it looked like it was clearly going to the Clydesiders, but everyone just kind of ran past it, and Polkinghorne getting a chance to go after it. You're going to have a loose ball push called against the Riggers, so Glasgow will take possession.
Assisted by player number 21, Ben Foster.
Chris Sokolowski. Sometimes just listed as Chris Sock. They don't even bother going with the Ofalowski. There's a chance out front. Oh, and there's a shot by the feeder, Ben Foster. Takes the pass from Thomas Moffat. Beautiful finish.
Yeah, really got Cregan to bite on that far side fake and then just stuck it back near post.
Riggers are going to take a timeout now. Here it is.
Great finish.
That's a legit fake to the far side.
Nice finish. We get it right between the stick and the arm.
5-1. We thought this was going to be a really tightly fought battle. But
I was positive that this was going to be like a one-goal game at most. Meaning it probably was going to be a shootout.
Yeah, exactly.
if yesterday held it all, but.
But Glasgow just really taking more and better advantage of their opportunities.
Yeah, no, they've looked really, really good. They've looked polished, and they're playing clean lacrosse, team lacrosse.
I haven't actually looked too carefully at the bracket to see who goes where and who the winner of this game will play. It'll be the winner of one of the silver divisions, so it's not actually finalized quite yet. Well, actually, it probably is, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah. I think there's still a couple silver games. We're in the silver, so we have another one to play. So I think there are one or two more.
Yeah, there's two more. We've got you against Hong Kong, and then usually Mesto against London Knights, and that'll wrap up the division play. And then there's about an hour break, and then things get going in the elimination and play-in games. Go to ahmemorial.cz or CZ, ahmemorial.cz or CZ, and that will have all the information there. The schedule is on. I would like that to get updated. We'll chat with somebody about getting the teams added in to the overall schedule. Although I guess this is a results page. Maybe it is added on the schedule, I'm not sure. I like keeping the results page open because I can scroll back and check out all the games.
There are a lot of them.
Yes, 16 yesterday. We're up to what, 7 today? 5th one today.
I believe so, yeah. It's hard to keep track of it all.
Yeah.
They do a great job too on the website. I mean, it's
it's
constantly
wonderful.
being updated. There's a lot of information on there.
Yeah.
If you're looking for kind of an insider view, check out ahmemorial.cz, depending on how
where you reside.
English. And and there's just a lot of stuff up there. You can see rosters, points, penalties, goalies, all kinds of stuff.
And join us at the end of the day for a rip by Toporowski, a little wide. Picked up there by Ben Foster. Glasgow putting some pressure on with 10 minutes to go and a 4-goal lead. Pass to Toporowski. He goes up high, tries the dunk, and he had a spot as he had Creaking going the wrong way, but just missed it. He wants it back. Toporowski's back. They're like, hey, let me go again.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Foster under double team pressure from Case and Shea. That's Zach Foster now. Gets a pick from his brother. Goes to the net, dives far side, it's in.
Now go off the pipe and in, just kind of dribbling in there. Kept his body up, nice and horizontal.
It looked for a moment because the reset call went first, and he landed in the crease. But I think it was just a timing thing. It takes a bit to get the hand back down, or to get the other hand up to do the
great job
goal
by
signal.
Foster here to keep his legs elevated.
Yeah. Oh, that's a beauty.
It's a good one.
Beauty, athletic play.
Put it on the highlight reel.
Yeah, 6-1. Was Brian Whitmer dancing or directing his teammates?
I think he's trying to get somebody's attention.
Okay. David Hammond comes up with it. Also join us for Memorial at night or Memorial after dark.
All the above.
All the above.
Yeah, post-game show. It's a lot of fun talking about the games of the day, talking to some of the players who are playing in these games and seeing some success and figuring out a little bit more in-depth about what they're trying to do, where these teams are coming from, who plays on them. It's a lot of fun.
It is. Here's a drive to the net. Pass out front. He drew everybody down, but then just couldn't quite connect. He goes back. I think he was trying to bank that one off. You actually can't do that off the back of the goalie. 30-second shot clock expires. What I mean by that, it's okay.
Rule.
Yeah, it's okay if the ball goes off the goalie's back, but the head of your stick has to be in front of the goal line. You can't just rip it off the back where they have no padding, no real protection.
Which is good because you would definitely see guys ripping the ball off the back of a goalie's head.
100%.
Yeah, it doesn't seem safe.
Glasgow taking their time here. They're okay with the clock continuing to tick. Trevor Jackson running along the half wall. Peter George has to track that one down. Geechee, I believe his nickname was. Just call me Geechee. I'm like, well, I'm going to go with Peter George because I've practiced it.
Yeah.
Wearing the unusual number 123.
It looks like they got a reset there.
Yep. Ball went off a Dublin player and up out of play. They got it thrown back in by one of the fans sitting there. The crowds will start to really fill in tonight as we get into the playing games, and then tomorrow as we get to the quarterfinals and on.
Oh, yeah.
Things will really ramp up. Toporowski fighting off the check. Behind the back pass doesn't connect as Goglio was all over him. Comes out to Dewar.
Yeah, the playing games tonight, I think a bunch of those could be really good games.
There's some good silver teams.
The quarterfinals tomorrow, kind of midday, early afternoon, into the mid-afternoon, those are going to be unbelievable. You're going to get 4 top-notch games.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that.
What a strip, and here's a break the other way. Tintle with the goal. That was gorgeous.
Tinto's not like a typical box guy. Doesn't play a ton of box.
Yeah.
He plays Major League Lacrosse. He is a great athlete. He's a physical player, and he's got a really good stick. You know, there's nothing too crazy here on the finish. It's a fundamental goal.
We talked about that yesterday with some of the shootouts, you know, and this is very similar to a shootout with that much open space. You know, do you do the fakes or do you just go? You can actually see the strip there.
Yep. He just goes, throws kind of one little fake, not even much, right over the shoulder.
It's a beautiful shot.
Yep.
Just convince the goalie that you're going down. Cregan's not the tallest goalie, so if you can get him to drop even a tiny bit, that's there. But that's just a bit of a change-up to let the ball kind of drift in and drop under the crossbar.
It's a great finish.
Oh, and there's a great chance to finish by Foster. Takes that pass from Chris Sokolovsky.
That was a fantastic look as Foster was coming around. He's been doing a good job kind of getting low and then swinging around high and catching feeds through the middle.
Nice little sidearm dish by Sokolovsky.
I gotta be honest. I mean, I think Glasgow's a very good team. I thought this game would be tighter. I didn't think at any point we'd see a 7-goal difference.
No. I mean, no surprise Glasgow's winning. I wouldn't be surprised if Dublin was winning, but I am surprised. Yeah, I don't think Glasgow's 7 goals better than Dublin, but right now, today, they are. Huge hit there.
And that's some evidence of it, right, as you say it. I mean, that's just...
Sokolovsky with the big hit in the strip. Here's a chance for Tyler Arnott to track down this ball. Oh, goes to the trailer. Good decision to go to Zach Foster, but he winds up being double teamed, and the ball is turned aside. He had Andrew Terrell running with him, but that was not the right pass to make. It wasn't really there. And there's a good pass. The shot is offside by Gibson. Can't quite find that one. And that's another example. You said, you know, the hit by Glasgow encapsulated what's going on. That shot by Sean Gibson, who's a great shooter. You know, veteran player, knows exactly what he's doing with the ball, and just missed the net there fairly wide.
Yeah, he's, you know, on the wrong side of the floor. And at this point in the game, you know, you're down 7. You've got under 5 minutes to play. You have to.
There's the big hit by Sokolovsky. May have gotten away with a bit of a slash to the player on the ground there, but I think it caught the stick. Really not supposed to slash or cross-check people when they're on the ground. But if you get the stick, it's okay.
That's what I tell myself. I always think that's an interesting rule, though. It's like, you know, somebody falls down and
suddenly you have to stop checking?
Now you have to stop checking them?
I get it. I get the intent. I mean, because they're against a hard surface, you're going to squish them with those checks. But it does seem like all of a sudden it's like, whoa, whoa. He's not vertical anymore.
If you get in a lot of trouble, like, just go down.
Yeah.
And then they can't check you.
It's not like nobody's figured that out either, right?
And it's that part of it is a little strange.
Yeah. Toporowski tries to gather that one off the boards. Shot clock ticking down, so he's just going to get a shot off. I thought he was just going to let it expire. No, he lets one rip. 4 minutes to go. 8-1 Glasgow.
Low angle, but, you know, very little chance for a bad rebound there.
Our next game will be TJ Malisice against Bratislava Bats to finish up the Gold C. What's that?
I mean, those guys know each other well.
Yes.
Play each other all the time, so that should be a good game.
I mean, anytime you have a Czech team and a Slovakian team.
Well,
nice outlet pass. But Goglia with the hit knocks the ball loose. It's a great catch by Stefan Koch. He just had nothing to do once he got there because he was drifting a bit to the right as Whitmer's pass carried over a little bit. I think Whitmer may have overjudged the wind. Thought the wind would push it back more.
Get a loose ball pick up there.
Sokolovsky takes the pass. Toe drag, cuts underneath Patterson, then shovels it up just to get away from Seguin. Jackson up at the top. Has a cutter, gets it to him. That's a pretty play, but he can't quite finish. The save by Cregan. Snyder will come up with possession.
Yeah, I mean, Dublin's got to press out at this point. Good recognition there by Glasgow to just backdoor bingo.
Oh, David Hammond off the post. Ricocheted back out, comes to McGordy. Fresh 30 for him. Jared Wood. David Hammond battling for it as Chris Foran tries to get in there. 8 seconds
I feel
for
relatively
Dublin.
confident in saying that Dublin is going to come in third place in their gold group.
Yes.
But if there's a team that is going to finish third in the gold group and then fight their way back up, I like Dublin's chances to get back to 9th place. I think they could maybe see Bundeswehr in the 9-10 game because they're
I was going to say
very
Bundeswehr
tough
is a
team.
very good club.
You know, they were up on Turku this morning, which is a great
2-0
game.
for a long time.
Scoreless
through 15 minutes.
Yeah, Turku just came back and they generated 4 goals in the last 9-10 minutes of the game. It was I was working the door for Turku, and it was a very exciting game.
Zach Foster fighting through traffic, but can't come up with it.
No
and
panic
here
from
comes
those guys.
McCullough.
It was interesting. No panic whatsoever. Down 2-0.
Gibson with the shot, and Malo just leaps out onto that rebound. Babzelani will get the net back in its position. I'm sure a net that just sits there is no comparison and challenge to a almost 1-year-old.
No, that's easy.
Nearly possibly the cutest baby on the planet.
Very adorable baby. 11 months old and has been to 9 lacrosse tournaments. Unbelievable.
Kind of unbelievable, but when you're the daughter of Ryan Wallace and Barbara Zeleny, you're going to go to some tournaments.
You're going to tournaments. I wonder if that kid will be a ref.
You wonder, right? Here's Coppinger. They've got 15 on the shot clock. They're not going to use it as the rip there by Robinson. Gets through
at this
to
point in
Malone.
the game, you're just trying to get some good looks.
Yeah.
You know?
Keep things going. Keep working on the system. Get ready for later in the day.
Yep.
Oh, there's a good look. Reese Robinson rips one home. That's a nice
coming around
finish.
the top, floating it right over the shoulder on that left side.
And I will say, Aria Zeleny was in the booth with me in Netanya, Israel last year at the World Championships as Babs did color for a couple of games that I was calling.
Multitasking.
Yeah, and Aria would be brought up at halftime to have a little snack.
Fair enough.
It was fabulous. Honestly, I mean, it was great to get Babs in the booth and great to have Aria around.
Yeah, I listened to a lot of the commentary from over there, watching a lot of games. I was back in the States coaching camp that week, unable to make it over, but I would get home and just binge on lacrosse games, binge on international.
Speaking of a lot of games, right? Yeah. There were a lot there.
There were a lot.
That'll do it for this one. 8-2. The Glasgow Clydesiders move on to the round of 16. The Dublin Riggers go into the 9-24 group, and we will be back with more later. I'm Steven Stamp with Connor Wilson. What's going on?
Looks like we have a little more here.
Oh, why?
Maybe there's a timeout.
We took a timeout with 27 seconds left.
left.
Sorry.
In an 8-2
I
game.
honestly thought that was
Jump the
the
gun.
end.
Jump the gun.
Okay. Actually, it occurred to me, maybe Glasgow's taking the time out to set up the 6-on-5, pull the goalie, and just work on it since they don't get much chance to work on it. But Jordan Catton doesn't look like he's particularly impressed with that timeout as he works over Toporowski. Goglia trying to get it. Mikey Shea will jump onto Dewar as he comes up with the ball. And 10 seconds left. Ben Foster with the shot. He's going to come out to Toporowski. 2 seconds left, and he will just stop, say hello to Mikey Shea, and they'll line up for handshakes. Now it's final.
That's the game.
8-2 in favor of the Glasgow Clydesiders. I'm still Steven Stamp. He is still Connor Wilson. Thanks for being with us. Next up, Malisice and Bratislava Bats.
Now's your opportunity to explore, coach, and compete in one of the most unique leagues that the sport has ever seen. Contact Seth at lacrosse.co.il.
Vítěz vstoupí do boje o čtvrtfinále, poražený z tohoto zápasu už ztratí možnost na celkové prvenství a bude hrát nejlépe o 9. místo. Takže nás čeká velice důležité utkání. Vítěz zachová šanci na pohár, poražený tu šanci ztratí.